I have a tale for you to tell. My mustache curves up and to the side.
Action!
Yeah. A haunting of my wallet because it took my money.
Nice.
No. Welcome back to Coming This Summer. We just got out of A Haunting in Venice. The third in the Keith Bradnaugh.
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
No British dude is named Keith.
That's true. Well, like
Kenneth.
Tina Fey was in it, and I started thinking of what's his name. It's fine.
Okay.
It's
Anyway. Starring Tina Fey, Michelle Yeoh, Kenneth Bradnaugh, directed by Kenneth Bradnaugh, produced by Kenneth Bradnaugh. This did all of them, right? He did all of the movies.
This is his.
See, I did not know he directed the first two. Maybe because I didn't care about directors
funny,
back then.
He directed Thor.
Really?
The first Thor.
Huh. Is he in Thor?
I don't know.
No. He'd have made a good Odin or something.
He shows up as the detective.
Yeah. Oh,
you look like Thor.
Yeah, A Haunting in Asgard. Murder on the
Express.
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. That's Mario Kart.
Yeah,
it's a Pikachu
it's
sequel.
like
Detective
Heimdall,
Pikachu.
Loki, Sif, Thor. Like it's all a whodunit. An Asgard whodunit. There you go. Fucking, we can stop right now. 8 out of 10. I'm good. Fuck. Hercule Poirot.
Nice.
I was gonna do.
I didn't think we'd get a Dragon Ball
I was gonna
reference.
do one for the intro, but I was like, well, it really just be for me and you.
Yeah.
So
some Dragon Ball
let's
fans,
not.
maybe.
Let's not. I have seen the first two.
Okay, I like because we went into
Murder
this
on the
with
Orient
different
Express and Death on the Nile.
perspectives.
Yes.
They are sequels, but they're not like.
They're not direct sequels. This movie mentions
It's
none
universe.
of the first two.
It's just
except for that he's like retired
Right.
now, which
You're
I think
famous
he's
for the
also-
other things you've
I
done.
think he's also retired in the first two,
He's always.
but he's
retired.
like brought back in
One
for
more
one
time.
last case. Yeah,
That's
he's
2 days from
constantly in Indy
retirement.
5 mode.
Right.
You know, Indiana Jones 5 mode. Like they just got to
This
bring
is
him
it.
back in.
This is it.
Yeah. So it starts. He's not accepting new cases. Everybody's lined up outside of his door to bring murders, mysterious disappearances
The tone
to
was
his front door.
interesting in
the
the movie,
beginning.
especially in the beginning.
The start of the movie is completely different from the rest of the movie, especially in tone. It's daytime.
Super
He's
lighthearted.
walking around Venice.
His bodyguard is
Tina
just
Fey shows
a
up.
super dick.
Yeah, Tina Fey shows up with a proposition that they go to this Halloween party to witness a seance produced by Michelle Yeoh. Character,
Which
right?
I do want to say that a lot of the critiques we're going to have is more based on the fact that it's from a book, right? And that most of these things.
See, but I didn't read the book though.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, like,
So it's
okay.
like I don't have a prop. To me, this is an original movie.
The
as far
theatrics
as
of
I'm
Michelle
concerned.
of her character when she gets off the boat and she's got the mask on.
The Mask.
And it's like we're
that
going to
plays
do
better
an
anonymously.
11-minute
Yeah, they hang
boat
on
roll
it
up,
for a while.
get out of the boat,
Yeah.
walk, and in between that, there's cuts. I mean, there
when
was
Michelle
like,
Yeoh arrives at the Halloween party, it's like she's in a mask and a robe, and like it's
but we already know.
she's like paddling for like 4 minutes.
The
and then
trailers
walking
ruined
for
it,
like
though,
2
already.
minutes. Well, you can tell.
And but
I mean,
besides
you know
that,
she's in the
but I'm
movie.
saying that's what I mean.
You know, one more character has
if
to
you've
show
seen
up
a
to
trailer,
this thing.
then you've already ruined the reveal.
I honestly, to be honest, forgot Michelle Yeoh was in it. So when she shows up, I'm like, okay, another one at least. It's not just Tina Fey, you know, and like that's the only name. The first one is stacked. Orient Express is stacked. It's got
That
Willem
can be-
Dafoe and Johnny Depp.
That can be to the detriment sometimes of a movie. You
That's
overplay
true.
your hand too much.
That's true. This movie, it was pretty obvious. We said if the actors, if you know the actors in a whodunit, they're usually the most paid actors, and they're usually either the killer or the first to die. I won't spoil what happens with either one, but one of which is the
those
case.
happen.
So, it's all themed around this Hallows Eve Halloween party. Americans
Yeah, and
brought
it's not
Halloween
a case.
to Venice.
It's
Yeah.
just the character Tina Fey plays is supposed to basically be Agatha Christie.
She's
Like,
basically
she wrote
an
herself
author.
in the book, right?
Agatha Christie,
She's
the
a famous
author.
detective author, and
A
she's
mystery
based her
author.
stories on this on Hercule.
Followed the career of Hercule Poirot and based her novels on the
So
career
it's like an
of
inside,
Hercule
almost like
Poirot
an
in the
inside joke
cases.
of the inside thing. So
I like the twist that we got with that, at least. You know what I mean? Like with her character and the security guard and all
Some
that.
of the-
Yes. Which I don't know if we really want to spoil much,
in case
especially
you haven't read the book or
seen the
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Especially, I didn't know
No,
who
'cause
the
it's
killer
twisty.
was until they gave it away.
You're
you know?
right. We'll beat around
So-
the bush. We won't give it away.
Well, yeah.
It's
yeah.
super tropey in the fact that they give you like dun 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 dun, and then interview every single person, and then we got it, or do we? We definitely do, or do we? Right?
Yeah.
Besides that stuff,
classic whodunit.
It's
that's
classic.
the first two. That's how they go.
It's
that's
Knives
an
Out.
Agatha
It's
Christie
all
book.
of them.
Yeah.
Really, we're
It's
gonna
all
get
of
you in a
them.
room,
and
I'm gonna tell you who did it.
The interrogations are the best part about these movies. Hercule Poirot
He kills it,
solving
by the way.
cases is the reason you go see these movies. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
he kills it as the character.
Yeah.
Like in this one, he's like definitely lost
his
like
touch.
he's done. He's like legit done. He's like Nick Fury in that terrible show that was on.
I don't know what you're
it's
referring to.
The whole thing. And he takes the bonk on the head, and he's you know what I mean, and he's like, it's cool to
he
watch.
gets like hit on the head,
right?
And then he thinks that's like brought on these hallucinations,
right? But there's a bunch of twists.
But there's a bunch of twists.
So
he thinks he's seeing ghosts. It's something else. I won't say what. Obviously, it's not fucking ghosts because
they don't fully Scooby Doo you.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be fully Scooby Doo,
right?
but it was only semi Scooby Doo.
Yeah, and maybe there's some truth to the ghost thing, but I like what the kid. Here's looking at you, Dad. He's like, well, did we need that? Did we need that scene?
There's definitely a character. I'm trying without spoiling. A character goes into the water.
To not spoil it.
A character goes into the water, and then without spoiling it, there's the character that died, which is the whole why they're having a seance. That's not spoiling anything.
No. That's the setup
of the movie.
But
you see that character grab the other character and continue to pull that character under the water, and I think
which is like the end shot, almost.
Right? But I think that was actually not just metaphorical. I think it was supposed to be because
like ghosty ghost,
right? Because he's like trying to decide if he's
and he wasn't
tripping,
seeing
and
that.
Right. Well, he saw the lightning,
but he couldn't see underneath the water though.
Right.
So I think that was for like us to go like. Maybe
right.
It is ghosts. I don't know how you write that though.
That's why it came out pretty good.
Yeah.
The movie is shot, by the way, amazing. It's
man can direct. Man can act and direct a fucking movie. That
I
is
loved it. They do this
Yeah.
top down. Most of the movie, every time there's dialogue, like you're reading pages. When it's action, it pulls out. It's all in IMAX, 100% like widescreen.
Yes,
super
I will
IMAX.
say that. That is the first thing I noticed. I'm
It's
like
great.
immediate 5. Like even
no matter what,
barring anything
it
in
just
the movie
looked
that happens.
amazing.
Full IMAX. Yeah. Because we've seen the last like 4 movies we've seen
you
in
get like
IMAX.
9 minutes, and it says like filmed for IMAX.
If that. Fucking if.
One battle.
And I barely notice it because it's mostly
even
in
Mission
not
Impossible.
IMAX. Yeah.
Had
cut into some. This movie was all just filled the whole screen, and it almost even that opening shot. It looks like I'm like, man, you almost need this in IMAX because if you get it cuts off like a bulk of the fucking screen.
It
like,
looks so good too. You
Yeah.
feel like it's almost like you're watching TV because it's so clear. Like you're watching Discovery Channel, some HD
shit. Yeah, no, it
screensaver
did.
thing. It was weird.
This being like a Halloween movie, I will say, setting it up as like a horror movie, there are jump scares.
There's a couple good ones.
It worked. It fucking
This
worked
is
for
one
me.
of one of my favorite horror movies. Like this is a light horror, but it's a good Halloween. Put it on at night, get some spooky jump scares.
It's like the in between of like Haunted Mansion and like Boogeyman.
Okay,
because it's not a horror comedy and it's not a horror movie.
No, but there's some funny parts,
and there's some funny parts, and there's some scary parts. And it's like just kind of this all-in-one movie, you know, and it worked. I liked the first two. Again, this one, and we're in spooky season. I guess it's September, so it's spooky season.
Just the shot,
that's
just
bullshit.
the dialogue.
Yeah.
Camera pulled up. It looks almost, at first it's jarring because it's screen with nobody, heads, diagonal, talking, but open, and then cut to the other character almost like another page. I was like, I see what you're doing, man. And I love, by the end of the movie, you're enthralled with the dialogue because every time there's dialogue, they shoot it a specific way. And then when there's action, they pull out. And it's
right.
I was like, this movie's...
Where they're like, nobody's ever like really centered in a shot either.
No,
they're
it's like
off
really
to the side
off.
and like mostly the environment out of focus. But there's like
it's
like a bird will land, and it's like we don't need that. But it's like
it adds
you know,
to like
it
you're
adds
reading
to the
a
world.
book.
Yeah,
It's really weird.
I
That's what I'm
see
saying.
what
Like he
you're saying.
actually,
Like
to me, accomplished.
like double paged.
You're flipping pages. It's
all right.
really
I
weird.
could buy that. I could buy that. Yeah.
I pretty much got
was a good
in my
flick.
head. I was guessing who's what and what's what. I got pretty much everything except for, I'm not going to spoil it, the end. The very, very end.
Oh.
Where he kneels down and he's like, you don't have... I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
That one got me. I will admit that. I was like, oh, shit.
Twist one. There's like twist one. main twist, and then like
bonus twist.
And the bonus twist was like,
that's
what? Okay,
it makes sense.
There was something going on with that character,
right?
I
But
didn't
you
know
don't
if they
see
were going to
that.
reveal anything,
and they
either.
really put it heavy on a different character.
Yeah.
And they make you think it is, and even the detective's like, this is who it is, and this is
that
why
reveal,
this happened.
Like, damn, dude.
That's why I was like, okay,
fuck.
that just notched up another half point because that was a sweet cap on the end of the thing.
Yeah, twist 1, pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Twist
It
2,
was
I
heavy.
didn't see coming.
Oh, see, to me,
because they were like giving
Okay.
you so many details of other fucking like people. You know what I mean?
see, my problem is it was too much. It was like
they're like giving you too much.
I instantly was like,
they like kind of hold your hand in this one.
Yeah. But yeah, the final twist, the final little nugget was really, really good, and I was like,
yeah, okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I normally movies, I'm like, yep.
Anyway,
and we're out of the theater.
Right.
This was.
But these are classic whodunits. You know
Right.
what I mean?
He makes the whodunit. He
and he
says
whodunit.
and it's one of the funniest.
Whodunit.
Let's get right down to it and what it really is. A whodunit.
Whodunit.
And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
There's a couple really weird, funny, but appropriately placed humor.
And the guy behind us in the movie theater, I think, was the same guy.
It was from it was.
What movie was that though?
I can't remember what it was.
It wasn't Shortcomings.
No.
It was a recent movie we saw that like really wasn't a comedy. And like the low hanging fruit jokes. We'll have to look on the fucking channel to see what we're.
And he's like slapping the seats and he's stomping and it's like. It was funny.
Like, makes the jokes better.
Funny,
yeah, but
now I'm not. Yeah, I kind of went, huh, that was funny, and then he was like having a heart attack.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Oh man, don't see a real comedy, dude. You'll die.
I know. Yeah, if that dude would have had his mind blown at Joyride. Fuck.
Oh my god. We've seen a lot of garbage. We've had a streak of like in the 5s for the last good chunk of movies.
Yeah. Well, that's because last week was My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 and Nun 2, which this was a better horror movie than The Nun 2.
I enjoyed this way more.
Yeah.
My only issue, I'll give you my score, and then I want to get into the issues.
This didn't waste any time.
No.
Yeah.
No, we praised it, so let's give scores, and then we'll come back with negatives.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 6-7.
Okay.
It's not 7. You're not going to be like telling everybody in the world about it, but it's definitely an enjoyable watch, and everybody kills their roles in the movie.
I'll give it a 6-8 only because it is like Halloween. It's perfect. It's great.
It's a really good Halloween movie.
Good timed. It's perfectly timed. I think dropping this in September is like a benefit to this movie.
I agree.
Because nothing is coming out. So
No,
put a
this
franchise movie out.
And it's good reviews.
You know
It's
what I
almost
mean?
at 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, 80% on verified audience. It's fun. It's a fun movie. Again, it's not a Hall of Fame movie, but it's not a miss at all.
No.
So
if you want to get jump scared a little bit, if you want to laugh a little bit, and you want to solve a mystery,
Tina Fey needs to do more drama, by the way. She doesn't do enough.
Yeah.
She really killed it
in
this.
She killed it and brought levity and brought the comic
relief.
relief.
The couple comedy things, like, they're completely Tina Fey.
Yeah.
And then,
it's like only Tina Fey pretty much carries it. Yeah, and it's just her throwing shade at Kenneth Bradnaugh's
yeah, a couple
character.
parts is really funny. Yeah. My issue is it drags a little. And for an hour and 42-minute movie, that's a problem. Now, I don't know if that's editing. I don't know if that's direction.
It's a lot of dialogue.
The dialogue
because
wasn't
it's
the
a
problem, though.
book.
It is. To me, the dialogue wasn't the problem because we have to get each character. They have to tell you why they didn't do it.
and they do this like double interview with like the brother and sister like simultaneously.
It was really good.
That was a good
It was
scene.
shot really
that was
well.
good. Yeah, that was good editing.
It was almost. It was the beginning. I liked the setup and the fact that he's like super retired and he just eats donuts and pastries all day, and it was funny and I liked it, but it was too long.
I want to astral project into
that life.
Yeah.
I liked the by the way, the setting and the environment was
Venice.
glorious.
Yeah, you turned to me after and you're like, I want to go play Assassin's Creed.
I kept thinking of Assassin's Creed. The shots, the panning out drone shots that they use, and the turns. I'm like, did I just synchronize the tower? Like, I gotta dive into the hay bale now.
I gotta do my leap of faith.
Yeah, right into the hay bale. I'm playing this weekend.
Maybe they'll do a Haunting in Venice DLC
that's what I was waiting for him
Assassin's Creed 2.
I was waiting for him to reveal he's an assassin. Like, it's going to cut, he's in the Animus.
The Templar
right?
tattoo.
At the end of the movie, like, he walks to the hallway and he takes the helmet off, and they're like, you're not done.
They're just
and he's like, that's the third time, because every movie's...
They're just secret Assassin's Creed movies.
The best Assassin's Creed movies we've gotten.
Jesus Christ. Did we give our numbers already?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
But yeah, outside of it dragging, I don't have a lot of issues. I don't, and
I
it's
did
and
feel
it's
it
predictable.
dragging.
I think.
Yeah. I felt it drag, checked my clock, and I'm like, it's been about like 45 minutes to an hour. I'm like, God, there's like an hour and like 12 minutes left.
Oh, when it gets going, though,
and then
it moves.
I didn't check my watch. I didn't check my clock the rest
thing.
of the time, and the movie was over. And I'm like,
First
fuck.
hour is a little.
Yeah.
And then that last 40 minutes is like hyperdrive.
And then we're like
man.
in the interrogation mode. We're in the actual whodunit.
And he's quipping. He's mustache twirling.
It's a whodunit on a whodunit on a whodunit on a whodunit, man. Yeah,
there's multiple things on. There's not
deep.
just murder. There's a scam being ran.
Embezzlement,
and then there's a possible
blackmail.
psychic kid going on. So you've got like...
Yeah, So the ghost are real because
Maybe.
the kid's totally psychic, right?
Maybe.
Unless he was just totally fucking with people because he's just like 8.
Because the twist at the end. So they really give you the who... I like it.
I know.
Almost a 7. It's a good one. It's the best one we've seen in weeks for sure.
That is true.
For sure.
If it didn't drag a little bit, it would have been
Just
a 7.
a little bit
If this was a
draggy.
90-minute movie,
Yep.
it would have been a 7.
Or if it was just... I don't know how you pace it better in the beginning, but you do. I don't need the full-on everything. I get it. He's retired. Yeah, the bodyguard's funny. He's throwing people in the river. And we're going to go back and remind everybody. Remember when you threw people?
That got a big laugh.
Yeah. Ah! They reference that, though, later. I felt like that's unneeded. It's like, so you are my unwitting bodyguard who even throws people in the canal for me. And it's like, yeah, no, we saw it. We were here.
Right. I watched that. Yeah, maybe 30 minutes ago.
Why are we?
I know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's really good. But then, like, for some reason, it just got, like, little bumps of dragginess. If it wasn't draggy, I'd give the movie a 7 easily.
That's
Seriously.
what I mean. That's
it was
what I mean.
So close.
If it was tighter, if it was just a little bit tighter,
I want more.
Then, yeah.
I will say that. I hope they make a 4th one. I do. I'll take another one. If he's always about to retire, that's the gimmick.
That's
you
true.
know?
Does she have? She has tons of books.
Oh,
She has
he's
like
in 30. He's in 33
Oh, okay. Books
of her main short and published of like the 50ish.
I'll take them all.
He's in
You're
33
right.
of them.
I'll take 33 of them.
Right.
I'll
Obviously,
take
he's
30
already
movies.
in his late 50s or 60s,
Sure.
early 60s.
But you can always do different.
You could switch it up. You
James
could James
Bond
Bond.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll have. We're gonna have Bottoms review coming. We'll have Zombie Town.
Yes.
We've got a bunch of stuff coming this
Bottoms
weekend.
Town,
We're getting
a
into
double feature.
Zombie Bottoms.
Zombottoms.
Zombums. Bottom me. I don't know.
Sodoms.
Next week we got the re-release for Barbie and IMAX for a week. We got the Taylor Swift movies coming.
What the fuck happened to? And I apologize for my
Oh,
French.
I already know what you're gonna ask.
Where's
I
my
hear you.
Mission Impossible re-release?
I don't know. I guess they decided against it.
Really? So I got a week run in IMAX, and Tom Cruise is okay with that?
I don't think he's probably okay with it.
No. No way. I want Mission Impossible in IMAX again because I feel like that's the biggest
Yeah.
letdown of the year. Not movie-wise.
No, it was a good movie.